Today's subject is that first or second stage cancer could be treated by acupuncture and herb. This is my personal experience, so I can, definitely, easy to explain to you. About 10 years ago, there is a wedding for my son. So one of the relatives, fly, to New York City, and they came here for 2 weeks of visit. And when we met together, then, oh, you look nice, things like that, and everybody happy. The problem happened on second day. One of person got a phone call from far away. I could not tell all the city or name, things like that. According to them, that they went to regular visit for endoscope for the stomach, and why? Because it's some kind of a stomach issue in there. Then the doctor called him that by the biopsy they found the cancer cell. Now, in order to remove cancer cell, we need more detailed picture. So you gotta go to certain places, make an appointment, and then get the examination. Now, they came here to celebrate, and experiencing a good relationship in here. Unfortunately, they have to go back earlier. So after long silence, they said, okay, as soon as wedding is over, then we're gonna fly back to where they come from. So they called, airline to make a reservation. Unfortunately, cost $700 each to change the ticket. So $1,400. So my wife, who was RN at the time, the cancer cell would not grow so fast within just few days, and then you plan then to stay here 2 weeks. So why don't you just stay as planned? So we decided to stay here. So they got the treatment, acupuncture treatment, one in the morning, one in the evening, every day except a few days that we go to Vandergaard, building for the tour, things like that. In the meantime, there's a season of wild ginseng coming in the market. So we went in our herb supply and bought some, wild ginseng. This ginseng is almost like 10 to 50 times expensive than normally we buy. Let's say we buy, let's say $100. Then we have to make money. Depending on we sell 200. Things like that. However, this wild ginseng, depending on the age, the price range is very huge. So we bought it, and I made oil for them. Now, in the meantime, the patient told me that whenever I got up in the morning, that I felt swollen in the eyes around here, but I don't feel that anymore. And usually, after long ride with the airplane, I become very tired, but I don't feel tired. And but on groin area, he got the sweat in the morning, and he touching and then oh, it's not much, a tiny little bit, but it's not completely gone, but it's still there. So the patient, complaining about the low energy, swollen, all those one, it's, getting disappeared. Now, a few days later, the patient asked me, you asked me that, one in the morning, one in the evening, what about making 3? And I feel great. And I really don't know. But, if, old, sage, they said no. So I told them, and they just take just 2. Now, in the meantime, the wedding is over, and then, some, there's some kind of nice, present from the, daughter-in-law's house. Now, finally, Friday, they supposed to fly back. So while, taking a breakfast in the morning, and the patient asked me, I'll be all right? But the face color, I could not forget. Like, dying person facing death just in front. So far we just enjoy, but now he has to face all kind of surgery, things like that. So when I look at his face, that expression, that that's the expression that dying person. And anyhow, they fly back, and in the afternoon they called office and make reservation, things like that. So I call on Monday. What happened? And on Monday is a Jewish holiday, so therefore I make a reservation on Tuesday. So, I didn't know. Okay. Then finally, I called on Wednesday again. Then when I called Wednesday, what's going on? Within our worrying, expecting some bad thing. And the first word, none. What do you mean none? They didn't find any cancer. So what are you talking about? There's no cancer, they said. Then the doctor who ordered, those kind of, examination, he just look at all his chart, all the computer screen, and that's obviously cancer cell. So this doctor asked the patient, okay, let's do one more, endoscope. Then he went there. Originally, he did the A spot, but this time, went again the same spot. He found the cancer cell. Then he got another biopsy. Then he found nothing in there. So now doctor asked a patient, what happened to you? And then he could not remember the acupuncture. So, the needle, but he could not explain it much. because he did not know the word acupuncture in English. Then the doctor told him, when I do biopsy, all the cancer cell, maybe, I take it out. Whatever interpretation, that's fine. So now, about 6 months later, I, called him up. You promised me that if I cure your cancer, you are going to send all cancer patients to me. Where is cancer patient? And he told me, I'm sorry, there is no cancer patient in this area. That's what happened. So I seen many, I could not say many, some cancer patient. However, that early stage, like a first, second stage cancer, can be treated by acupuncture and herb. Instead of all chemotherapy, things like that, and surgery, why don't you try this one? Even though this is from my pocket, but I think it's worth it than surgery and chemotherapy. Thank you so much.